Hello everybody, I'm back. How are you? I'm sorry it took so long. I had to upload the first video before this, and then I ate dinner, and now I'm back. So continuing on from the last video, if you watched it, if you have not, I'm doing a journal called Letters from a Lady, and it is by Angela Kerr. And it's beautiful. So you might want to look at the video before this if you haven't seen it, or you could use any digital if you want. I'm just going to be working with Letters from a Lady. It's very, very near and dear to my heart for many, many reasons. So anyway, a long time ago, I want to say maybe 6 months ago, maybe even longer, I did a collaboration with Rach and Bella Crafts for How Boho Can You Go? And this is what I made for that. And several people since have asked me how I put it together. So I'm going to show you the construction part of it and how, and I'm going to make this as my base for my journal. Now this is a topper. Okay, so this can come off. It's only tacked on in 4 corners, but I haven't taken it off because it slides inside a bag and I'm not finished. I haven't made the journal yet. This is the ephemera holder for the journal. So let me just get a quick sip of water, please. I am so sorry. If you haven't watched my last videos, I have been so sick. I could feel that cough coming on. Excuse me. Thank you. So anyway, this is just a topper, and I'll probably be making a topper for my next journal as well. Okay, so all it is this is all collaged and layered, and there's a flower here, and this is some trim and some sari and what have you. Very boho. And then it's an ephemera holder. So what I did was I cut up all my ephemera. This is just a wax seal. It can come off, so I can add that. This is just, more ephemera I had made, tons of ephemera. And then I put my journal pages in here, and I did the same thing on this side. And then this is a pocket, which I don't know what was in here, but it's gone. And then this is all ephemera to use in here, and decorations and things like that. And it goes like that. And then you flip it, and I had my, I made some washi tape just by, cutting strips of paper and things like that. So those go in here. And then these are a lot of my own photos that I had taken that, I just printed and put in this pocket. So, and then you flip it back and you're back to the beginning again. So it's sort of like a flip-flop journal, but it's horizontal, and instead of, vertical like the tall skinny ones. And so rather than use an envelope, because I'm not going to need this pocket or this pocket, I made this so that it could be something you could take someplace with you and put it together, or, even at your desk. Everything is together. You don't have to pull anything out, just your trims and buttons and things like that you want to add. But everything that I'm going to make for this journal, even the scraps, I even have scraps in this pocket here. Everything that I need to make this journal, other than the sari and, those little bits and pieces of fabrics and things like that, which I have in another envelope, is in here. So I'm not going to use this part or this part in this journal. So I decided rather than use an envelope, I would just use the cardstock. Okay? So I'll show you how to glue it together, which is very simple. Although I have it clipped together because I forget. So this is how it goes. This is what it looks like. So if you end up with it looking like this after you've got it folded, once you've got it folded, if it looks like this, then you've done it right. Okay? So let me just show you. And I'm sure 1,000 other people have done it. I don't know, but I've never seen anybody do it. So I would give the person credit, you know that, but I have never seen anybody do it this way or with the envelopes. So, okay. So what you want to do is you need 3 pieces of cardstock, double-sided, okay? And I chose this pattern because it's one of my favorites. It's probably my favorite. And yeah, so I wanted this, well, I suppose it really doesn't matter because I'll be putting a topper on it, so it doesn't matter. This has more of a yellow gold tone to it. And this is the same, only it has this, you know, pinky color tone to it. Okay? So what we're going to do is, just want to make sure all my writing's upside right, which it looks like it is. See, there's some, it looks like it's non-directional, but it is directional. So if you're using this, you know, if you decide to use this, just make sure it's all going the same way. Okay? And I think, hold on one second. I think I may turn this way. Then I can have that be my front page. See if that works. No, I better put that the other way that it was. Okay, so what you're going to do is, you've got 3 pieces of cardstock, right? Here's your first piece, here's your second piece, and here's your third piece. So your third piece, so we'll pretend this is our first piece, piece number 1. Piece number 1 is folded and facing you. Piece number 2 slides in to piece number 1 this way, and then clip it. And then piece number 3 goes behind, and we'll clip it. And then fold it up, okay? And now you're going to go here. A signature will go in here. Like so. Now this is printed borderless, so you have enough room. If you print the whole kit borderless, you'll have to take just a hair off of this, okay? But this is printed borderless here. So here's your first signature will go in here, and then your next signature will go in here. Then you'll flip it, and then this signature will go in here. And then you'll be back to the beginning again. Okay, so let's glue it out. I'll take the signatures out so we don't get confused. And I'm leaving my clips on because I have to. Okay. So it's actually very simple. So I'm going to take this page, I'm going to fold this back, okay? Here's my first page, okay? And this is how I want it. I actually wanted it this way, but I can't, because, yeah, so I'm just going to leave it the way it was. It was the way I printed it, or I'd have to move everything around, and I don't want to do that. So here's my first page. take my next page and I'm going to glue this page onto the inside of my first page. And you could number them. That would be a good thing too. You know, number your pages. Sometimes that helps me too. So this is page number 1. And you folded it in the middle. Very simple. And this is printed borderless. So it's 8.5 by 11, a full sheet of cardstock. And I don't know what weight it is because I already took it out of the package and put it in my envelope where I keep my paper. So you just want to make sure that that's nice and glued. I'm using Scotch Create Permanent. I think it's just Scotch Permanent. Yeah. I finally got it. I'm so happy. Celeste, if you're watching, I got my glue. And I will message you because I've been thinking about you a lot. I don't know why, but you've been on my mind, so I'm going to message you. And Candace, oh my goodness, if you're watching, she's one of my subscribers. She is such a sweetheart. I got the sweetest thing from her, and if it's right here, I want to show you at the end. It won't take long. I mean, my subscribers, you all are so sweet. Thank you so much. I'm going to put a little bit of this around my edge just to make sure my edges are nice and adhered as well. This is just some Beerly Arts. And this will just make sure the edges are nice and, you know, that I got my edges good too. So now this page is going to go right on top of this page, and I'm going to just take this clip off because I need it to match up good. And like I said, there'll be tie-back right here with either some lace or fabric or something. So you don't have to worry about it. It will have a nice sturdy spine. And you could go on and on. I mean, you wouldn't have to do just the 3. You could have 4 signatures or 5 signatures, however many you wanted. I'm just doing 3 signatures. I think that's plenty. So then this goes here. So this one slides in like this. This one goes on the back like this. Okay, so this is your first fold, your first paper, your second paper. Now this one gets glued on the back. So I'll close this. And I'm actually going to open it back up. Make sure I'm right. Because, okay, hold on. Actually goes like this, I think. Nope, hold on. I'm glad I checked that. Nope. Okay, so where did I say this goes on the back? Yes. Yes. So you're going to have a signature here, open it, a signature here. Yes. Okay. So I don't confuse you. Okay. So this piece, this is number 1, number 2. Now number 3 is going to get glued on the back. Yes. I just have to double check because I do things wrong. Or does it? Nope. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? It does. It goes like this. So, see how this is all the pink? And this is all the gold. So that's how another way you can remember it. So, first card. Second card gets glued on top. Third card gets glued on top. I don't think it really matters whether you glue it on top or on the bottom, but you just want to make sure it goes like this. Okay? So I'm going to glue that down. This is the way it goes. Let's move that over. First, second one on top, third's going to go on top. Here's your third. It folds like this. Okay? You just want to make sure it's folding like that. And this one folds this way. And this one folds this way. I don't know why I second guess myself all the time, but I do. So, what are your plans for Sunday? I am crafting and staying warm and getting better. Just like to make sure I have a lot of glue. And like I said, you probably want to leave this under some books for the evening. Before you start working with it and putting your signatures in. I don't ever put my signatures in until I'm really ready, because I like to take my signatures and work on them, as you know, before I tie them in. Here we go. That looks good. Sorry, I went silent. And then these will have like different things on them where there's no signature. I'm working on quite a few journals, so I'll be flip-flopping between journals. Some, I'll do some of the ephemera with you, and some, you know, I'll work on with the camera on, some I'll work on with the camera off. So now what I'm going to do is, just to make sure everything's glued down good, And there's no bumps or bubbles or wrinkles or anything like that. I am going to, no, I didn't. I'm sorry. Nope, don't want that one. I want a piece of this. Sorry about the noise. I just want to iron down my glue and spread it around. I've done this before in my journals for anybody that's just stopping by for the first time. I do this just to make sure all of my glue is adhered real well. And then I'll place it underneath a book and it will look magnificent. There'll be no bumps, there'll be no spots where there's no glue, because this will reactivate the glue and help it to really stick well. And I'm using my glass mat because the heat won't bother it. Just don't use your rubber mat or anything like that. Use a towel or your glass mat. And I'm doing this side first because that side glue is likely dry already. And I'm using this just in case I got any glue seepage. I didn't want to get it on my little iron. I'm going to be doing some slow stitch, likely tomorrow. I'm going to try and get up a couple of videos at a time so that I don't miss any days. I feel so bad. I keep telling you I'll be back tomorrow and then I get sick or something happens. I think that's good. I think I got it all. And see, now there's no lumps or bumps or everything's glued down really well. And like I said, I'll leave this under some heavy books just to make sure I don't feel any glue either. And you can barely see the seams. And it's very well glued together. Everything's very well glued together. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. I don't know if there's any glue coming out of that seam. I just don't want to take any chances. And that's it. So that will be my base for my journal. So it'll be sort of like a flip-flop journal, only it will only have 3 signatures. I think flip-flop journals have like 6 signatures. And I'll just, now I can fold it up however I want. So I can have this be the front, and then this be this, and this be this. Okay? Or I could have folded it the other way. So this is my first page. Where are my signatures? Oh. And a signature. Okay, so like the signatures would all go in here. And then there'd be my topper. And then inside here, see how it's kind of curling a little bit? It won't do that after it goes under books. I'll just put it under my mat actually overnight. And so that'll be my cover with, you know, a topper. And then this will be the first signature. And then the next signature will go in here. I don't know if these will be the pages or the signatures or whatever. I just chose these real quick. And then this signature will go in here, like that. And that's how it will be. And I don't know what I'll use for a closure or anything. I haven't thought that far ahead yet. But it's pretty, isn't it? I love it. I love, love, love this kit. I just love it. I really love it a lot. And now you don't have to cover any of your pages or envelopes or anything. Everything's already covered for you. And like I said, you could even use, 12 by 12 cardstock. Just cut it down to the measurements that you want. And you could use anything, really. Anything you want. I just use cardstock because it's sturdy. And we will be putting a piece of tie back here. And maybe some lace. And same thing with, where every signature is, there'll be some tie back so that it'll be nice and sturdy and won't come out. And some fabric or something. But I love it already. I can't wait to work on it. But I'm not going to today. I've done enough today. I did 2 videos and I worked on 3 journals. So, and sketched something out. So that's it, folks, for today. And I hope you enjoyed that. And until next time, I hope that you stay well, be safe, be kind, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye.